Welcome to Episode 3 of the YouTube Academy PMP Certification Preparation course. This episode covers Agile and Hybrid methodologies, which are heavily weighted on the 2025 exam. We will explore the Agile Manifesto and its principles, the Scrum framework, including roles, events, and artifacts, hybrid approaches that blend predictive and adaptive methods, and team dynamics using Tuckman's ladder. David McLaughlin's question videos are particularly valuable for this content. Let's begin with our first practice question. Question 1. The Agile Manifesto values individuals and interactions over what? Option A, working software. Option B, customer collaboration. Option C, processes and tools. Option D, responding to change. Think about the 4 value statements in the manifesto. The correct answer is C, processes and tools. The first value statement of the Agile Manifesto states that we value individuals and interactions over processes and tools. This does not mean processes and tools are unimportant. It means that when forced to choose, we prioritize people and their communication over rigid adherence to processes or reliance on tools. Human collaboration is the foundation of Agile success. Question 2. The Agile Manifesto values working software over what? Option A, processes and tools. Option B, comprehensive documentation. Option C, contract negotiation. Option D, following a plan. This is the second value statement. The correct answer is B, comprehensive documentation. The second value statement declares that we value working software over comprehensive documentation. This means delivering functioning product is more important than creating extensive documentation. However, necessary documentation is still created. The key is that documentation should support the work, not become an end in itself. In the modern context, this applies to any working product, not just software. Question 3. The Agile Manifesto values customer collaboration over what? Option A, processes and tools. Option B, comprehensive documentation. Option C, contract negotiation. Option D, following a plan. This is the third value statement. The correct answer is C, contract negotiation. The third value statement declares that we value customer collaboration over contract negotiation. This means ongoing partnership with the customer throughout development is more valuable than rigid adherence to initial contract terms. Agile embraces the reality that requirements evolve, and continuous collaboration ensures the final product meets actual customer needs rather than outdated contractual specifications. Question 4. The Agile Manifesto values responding to change over what? Option A, processes and tools. Option B, comprehensive documentation. Option C, contract negotiation. Option D, following a plan. This is the fourth and final value statement. The correct answer is D, following a plan. The fourth value statement declares that we value responding to change over following a plan. Agile recognizes that change is inevitable and often beneficial. Rather than treating the original plan as sacred, Agile teams embrace change as a competitive advantage. This does not mean planning is unimportant. It means plans should be adaptable, and responding to new information takes precedence over rigid plan adherence. Question 5. A key phrase in the Agile Manifesto is, while there is value in the items on the right. What completes this statement? Option A, we reject them entirely. Option B, we value the items on the left more. Option C, they should be used only in emergencies. Option D, they are outdated and should be replaced. This is a critical nuance of the manifesto. The correct answer is B, we value the items on the left more. This is a critical nuance that exam questions often test. The Agile Manifesto does not reject processes, documentation, contracts, or plans. It acknowledges that both sides have value. The left side is simply prioritized when trade-offs must be made. Agile teams still use tools, create documentation, sign contracts, and make plans. They simply do not let these elements override people, working product, collaboration, and adaptability. Question 6. In Scrum, who is responsible for the product backlog and prioritization? Option A, Scrum Master. Option B, Product Owner. Option C, Development Team. Option D, Project Manager. Think about who owns the value decisions. The correct answer is B, Product Owner. The Product Owner owns the value. They are responsible for the product backlog and its prioritization. The product owner decides what to build by ordering backlog items based on business value, customer needs, and strategic priorities. They say what to build, but not how to build it. The product owner must be available to the team to answer questions and clarify requirements throughout the sprint. Question 7. In Scrum, who removes impediments and coaches the team on Scrum practices? Option A, product owner. Option B, Scrum Master. Option C, development team. Option D, stakeholder. This role is the process guardian. The correct answer is B, Scrum Master. The Scrum Master owns the process. They are a servant leader who removes impediments, protects the team from outside interference, and coaches both the team and the organization on Scrum practices. The Scrum Master does not manage the team or assign work. They facilitate the Scrum events and help the team improve their practices. They protect the team from distractions so the team can focus on sprint goals. Question 8. In Scrum, who decides how to build the product and commits to the sprint backlog? Option A, product owner. Option B, Scrum Master. Option C, development team or developers. Option D, project sponsor. This role is cross-functional and self-organizing. The correct answer is C, the development team, also called developers in the latest Scrum guide. The development team owns the how. They are cross-functional and self-organizing, meaning they have all skills needed to deliver the product and they decide how to accomplish the work. No one, including the Scrum Master, tells them how to turn product backlog items into working increments. They commit to the work in the sprint backlog based on their own capacity assessment. Question 9. What is the purpose of the sprint review? Option A, for the team to reflect on their process and identify improvements. Option B, to inspect the product increment and adapt the product backlog. Option C, for the Scrum Master to evaluate team performance. Option D, to plan the next sprint's work. This event involves stakeholders. The correct answer is B. The sprint review is about inspecting the product. It is a collaborative meeting where the Scrum team presents the increment to stakeholders and gathers feedback. The product backlog may be adapted based on this feedback. This is often called a demo, though it is more than just showing work. It is an opportunity to discuss what was accomplished, what changed in the environment, and what should be built next. Question 10. What is the purpose of the sprint retrospective? Option A, to demonstrate completed work to stakeholders. Option B, to plan the sprint backlog. Option C, to inspect the process and identify improvements for the next sprint. Option D, to groom the product backlog. This event is for the team only. The correct answer is C. The sprint retrospective is about inspecting the process. It is a team-only meeting, meaning no external stakeholders, where the Scrum team reflects on the sprint that just ended. They identify what went well, what could be improved, and create actionable improvements for the next sprint. This is the key mechanism for continuous improvement in Scrum. The retrospective focuses on people, relationships, processes, and tools. Question 11. A key distinction to remember. Sprint review inspects blank. Sprint retrospective inspects blank. Option A, process, then product. Option B, product, then process. Option C, team, then stakeholders. Option D, budget, then schedule. This distinction is frequently tested. The correct answer is B. Sprint review inspects the product with stakeholders present for a demo. Sprint retrospective inspects the process with only the team present for reflection. This distinction is frequently tested on the exam. If a question mentions stakeholders viewing work or adapting the backlog based on feedback, it is describing a review. If a question mentions the team discussing improvements to how they work, it is describing a retrospective. Question 12. What is the daily Scrum, also known as the daily stand-up? Option A, a 15-minute status report to the Scrum Master. Option B, a 15-minute planning event for the development team. Option C, an hour-long problem-solving session. Option D, a meeting to update the product backlog. Consider who this event is for. The correct answer is B. The daily Scrum is a 15-minute time-boxed event for the development team to inspect progress toward the sprint goal and plan the next 24 hours. It is not a status meeting for management. The Scrum Master facilitates but does not run the meeting. The team self-organizes and may use the classic 3 questions format. What did I do yesterday? What will I do today? And are there any impediments? Problems are noted but solved offline. Question 13. What is the maximum recommended duration for a sprint in Scrum? Option A, 1 week. Option B, 2 weeks. Option C, 1 month or 4 weeks. Option D, 6 weeks. Think about the Scrum Guide recommendations. The correct answer is C, 1 month or 4 weeks. According to the Scrum Guide, sprints should be 1 month or less. Shorter sprints are common, with 2 weeks being very popular, but 4 weeks is the maximum. Longer sprints increase risk because more can go wrong before feedback is received. They also reduce opportunities for inspection and adaptation. Most teams use 2-week sprints as a balance between meaningful delivery and frequent feedback. Question 14. What are the 3 Scrum artifacts? Option A, Charter, WBS, Schedule. Option B, Product Backlog, Sprint Backlog, Increment. Option C, Burn Down, Velocity, Capacity. Option D, User Stories, Tasks, Bugs. These are the formal artifacts defined in Scrum. The correct answer is B. The 3 Scrum artifacts are the Product Backlog, the Sprint Backlog, and the Increment. In the latest Scrum Guide, each artifact has an associated commitment. The Product Backlog has the product goal, the Sprint Backlog has the sprint goal, and the Increment has the definition of done. These commitments provide transparency and focus for the Scrum team. Burn down charts, velocity, and story points are common metrics but not official artifacts. Question 15. A predictive sponsor asks for a detailed 12-month plan for an Agile software module. What should the PM do? Option A, create a detailed Gantt chart with fixed deadlines. Option B, educate the sponsor on Agile value delivery and invite them to sprint reviews. Option C, tell the sponsor their request is impossible. Option D, switch the entire project to waterfall. This is a common hybrid scenario. The correct answer is B. In a hybrid environment, the project manager must protect the Agile team's way of working while reporting to the predictive governance structure. Rather than creating false certainty through a detailed long-term plan that will change, educate the sponsor on how Agile delivers value incrementally. Invite them to sprint reviews where they can see working product and provide feedback. This builds trust and demonstrates value without compromising Agile principles. Question 16. What is a hybrid project approach? Option A, a project that uses only waterfall methodology. Option B, a project that uses only Agile methodology. Option C, a project that blends elements of predictive and adaptive approaches. Option D, a project that has no methodology. This reflects modern project reality. The correct answer is C. A hybrid approach blends elements of predictive and adaptive methodologies within the same project. For example, a construction project might use waterfall for building the physical structure, but Agile for developing the building management software. The 2025 PMP exam presumes this hybrid reality. Project managers must fluidly switch between predictive budgeting and iterative development based on what each component requires. The key is tailoring the approach to fit the work. Question 17. In Tuckman's model, what is the first stage of team development? Option A, storming. Option B, norming. Option C, forming. Option D, performing. Remember the sequence of stages. The correct answer is C, forming. In Tuckman's model of team development, forming is the first stage. During forming, the team is newly assembled. There is high dependence on the leader, roles are unclear, and team members are getting to know each other. The project manager should provide clear structure, direction, and goals during this stage. The complete sequence is forming, storming, norming, performing, and finally, adjourning. Question 18. During which Tuckman stage do team members experience conflict and power struggles? Option A, forming. Option B, storming. Option C, norming. Option D, performing. Think about where friction naturally occurs. The correct answer is B, storming. The storming stage is characterized by conflict, power struggles, and testing boundaries. Team members may clash over approaches, compete for influence, or challenge the leader. This stage is uncomfortable but necessary for team development. The project manager should provide coaching, facilitate conflict resolution, and remind the team of ground rules. Importantly, conflict during storming is natural and should be managed, not avoided. Question 19. A team is arguing about the best technical approach and challenging each other's ideas. Which Tuckman stage is this? Option A, forming. Option B, storming. Option C, norming. Option D, performing. Look for the conflict indicators. The correct answer is B, storming. When exam questions describe a team arguing about methods, jockeying for position, or challenging ideas, they are usually in the storming stage. The correct action is to facilitate a resolution, not to separate them or punish them. Storming is a natural and necessary phase. The project manager helps the team work through conflicts productively so they can progress to norming where consensus develops. Question 20. During which stage do team members develop consensus and clarify roles? Option A, forming. Option B, storming. Option C, norming. Option D, performing. This stage brings stability. The correct answer is C, norming. During the norming stage, the team has worked through the conflicts of storming and begins to develop consensus. Roles clarify, working agreements are established, and team cohesion increases. The project manager should step back from directing and shift to supporting and facilitating. The team starts to self-organize and collaborate more effectively. Trust is building among team members. Question 21. During which stage does the team achieve high autonomy and efficiency? Option A, forming. Option B, storming. Option C, norming. Option D, performing. This is the high-functioning stage. The correct answer is D, performing. The performing stage represents a high-functioning team with high autonomy and efficiency. Team members work together smoothly, resolve conflicts constructively, and focus on achieving goals. The project manager should delegate responsibility, trust the team to make decisions, and focus on removing obstacles and providing strategic direction. Not all teams reach performing, and changes to team composition can move the team back to earlier stages. Question 22. What is the fifth stage in Tuckman's extended model? Option A, reforming. Option B, transforming. Option C, adjourning. Option D, mourning. This stage was added later to the original model. The correct answer is C, adjourning. This fifth stage was added later to Tuckman's original four-stage model. Adjourning occurs at project close when the team disbands. Team members may experience separation anxiety or a sense of loss after working closely together. The project manager should celebrate achievements, recognize contributions, and help team members transition to their next assignments. Proper closure is important for morale and organizational knowledge retention. Question 23. What leadership style is most appropriate during the forming stage? Option A, delegating. Option B, directing. Option C, supporting. Option D, avoiding. Consider what a new team needs. The correct answer is B, directing. During the forming stage, the team is new and uncertain. They need clear direction, structure, and goals from the leader. As the team matures through the stages, the leadership style should evolve, coaching during storming, supporting during norming, and delegating during performing. Matching leadership style to team development stage is a key concept for both the exam and real-world project management. Question 24. What is the definition of done in Scrum? Option A, the project manager's acceptance criteria. Option B, a shared understanding of what it means for work to be complete. Option C, the deadline for the sprint. Option D, the contract terms with the customer. This ensures quality and transparency. The correct answer is B. The definition of done is a shared understanding of what it means for work to be complete. It is the commitment associated with the increment artifact. The definition of done might include criteria like code reviewed, unit tests passing, documentation updated, and successfully deployed to staging environment. Every team member must understand and apply the same definition of done. Work that does not meet the definition of done cannot be included in the increment. Question 25. User stories typically follow what format? Option A, input process output. Option B, as a user, I want feature, so that benefit. Option C, problem solution, result. Option D, specification requirement acceptance. This is a common Agile format for capturing requirements. The correct answer is B. User stories follow the format. As a user type, I want a feature or capability so that I receive a benefit. For example, as a customer, I want to save my shopping cart so that I can complete my purchase later. This format ensures the team understands who wants the feature, what they want, and why it is valuable. The "so that" clause is critical because it explains the business value and helps prioritization. Question 26. What is a sprint goal? Option A, the total story points for the sprint. Option B, the single objective that creates coherence for the sprint work. Option C, the deadline for sprint completion. Option D, the velocity target for the team. This is the commitment for the sprint backlog. The correct answer is B. The sprint goal is the single objective for the sprint that creates coherence and focus for the team's work. It is the commitment associated with the sprint backlog artifact. The sprint goal provides flexibility in how the team achieves it, while maintaining focus on value delivery. If work threatens the sprint goal, the team should discuss with the product owner and potentially adjust scope within the sprint while maintaining the goal. Question 27. What is velocity in Agile? Option A, how fast team members type code. Option B, the amount of work completed per sprint, often measured in story points. Option C, the number of bugs found per week. Option D, the speed of the deployment pipeline. This metric helps with planning. The correct answer is B. Velocity is the amount of work a team completes in a sprint, often measured in story points. It is used for forecasting how much work the team can accomplish in future sprints. Important: velocity is unique to each team and should not be used to compare different teams. It should stabilize over time for a consistent team. Velocity helps with release planning by projecting when features might be completed based on historical performance. Question 28. What is a burn-down chart? Option A, a chart showing budget consumption over time. Option B, a chart showing remaining work versus time in a sprint. Option C, a chart showing team mood over the project. Option D, a chart showing defect rates by module. This is a common Agile visualization tool. The correct answer is B. A burn-down chart shows remaining work on the vertical axis plotted against time on the horizontal axis. Ideally, the line trends downward towards zero as the sprint progresses. If the line is above the ideal trend, the team may not complete all planned work. If below, they may finish early. Burn-down charts provide visual transparency about sprint progress and help teams self-organize to meet their commitments. Question 29. In Agile, what does the principle deliver working software frequently emphasize? Option A, completing all documentation before any coding. Option B, releasing value in small increments rather than big bang delivery. Option C, working overtime to meet deadlines. Option D, automating all testing processes. This is one of the 12 Agile principles. The correct answer is B. The principle deliver working software frequently emphasizes releasing value in small increments. This enables faster feedback from stakeholders, reduces risk by identifying issues early, and ensures the team is building what is actually needed. The principle continues from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, with a preference for the shorter time scale. This is why sprints are typically 2 to 4 weeks rather than months or years. Question 30. What is the Agile principle regarding sustainable pace? Option A, teams should work overtime to demonstrate commitment. Option B, sponsors, developers, and users should maintain a constant pace indefinitely. Option C, speed is more important than quality. Option D, work should be completed as fast as possible regardless of consequences. This principle protects team well-being. The correct answer is B. The Agile principle states that Agile processes promote sustainable development. The sponsors, developers, and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. This means no death marches, no chronic overtime, and no burnout. Sustainable pace leads to higher quality work, better team morale, and long-term productivity. When exam questions describe teams working excessive overtime, look for answers that address sustainable pace and workload management. Let's review the key takeaways from Episode 3. The 4 Agile values prioritize individuals and interactions over processes and tools, working software over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, and responding to change over following a plan. Remember that both sides have value. We simply value the items on the left more. Scrum has 3 roles. The product owner owns what to build, the Scrum Master owns the process, and the developers own how to build. The sprint review inspects the product with stakeholders, while the sprint retrospective inspects the process with only the team. The 3 Scrum artifacts are the product backlog, sprint backlog, and increment. Tuckman's stages progress from forming through storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. When teams are in storming and experiencing conflict, facilitate resolution, do not punish. During performing, delegate and trust the team. Hybrid projects blend predictive and adaptive approaches. Proceed to episode 4 when you are ready to explore people skills, business environment, and exam strategies.